Man, unlike the Bracers and the SSS, we really don't have any authority to tell people to back off. Well, hello. You and Alan have really gotten stronger since I was away. Looks like the war provided you both with ample training opportunities. Pretty sure you could probably still wipe the floor with both of us at once, though. And to be fair, Patrick's gotten a little tougher and a little less of an asshole, too. Just a little. You know, Loggins, there's no harm in giving someone an honest compliment once in a while. I mean, that was as honest as you can get. Patrick is an asshole, so... Hey, look who's here. Hey, pasta! Oh, look at this. The teachers are all gathered together. Evening, Reen. Out for a little stroll to see what everyone's up to? Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised you're passing the time with your good friend, Mr. Booze. Well, the plan was to have a little get-together with all the instructors to celebrate finally being back. But the only ones who've shown so far are me and these two. And they're not exactly my first choice for drinking buddies. You better not be making fun of me, mocking me to one of your students, Instructor Valentine. Why, come in and join us, Reen. There's a seat right there, and the libations are flowing fast and free. Nah, it's alright. I wouldn't want to intrude. If I sat down, it'd be all over. I'd never escape. I wish the other instructors would hurry it up. I'm not sure how much longer I can suffer this company. I would have been better off just getting sloshed by myself at the counter. I was so glad to see that all of the students who stayed at the academy are doing well. I'm still a little disappointed we couldn't invite Instructor Neidhart to this little gathering, though. Yeah, he's probably has his hands too full preparing for tomorrow's battle to be sitting around here. I hope he's going to be alright. Worry not. I'd honestly be more concerned for the safety of his enemies. I'm sure he'll be back here in no time, arguing with Instructor Sarah like a couple of lovers who can't admit their true feelings for one another. Thomas, you ass, I heard that. Wait, could those books be? By any chance, is that the complete Gambler Jack 2 collection? Yeah, but I knew it. So, have you read it already? What do you think of it? Interesting? I guess. I wasn't really in the mood for a story set in Calvert, but other than that, it was fine. Why do you ask? Are you a fan? How dare you imply that I'd have any interest in mass-market rubbish like that, and set in an enemy territory, no less? No, I mustn't be so quick to judge. Rixia Mao gave the series a wholehearted recommendation in an interview, so there must be something of worth in those pages. Rixia Mao, the cross-spelling performer? Yes, I'd nearly forgotten about his celebrity crush. I'm glad to see you haven't forgotten her name. That's good. Very good. Her recommendation spurred within me an infinitesimal interest in those books, but finding them has posed quite a challenge. I finally managed to acquire copies of the original and read them cover to cover, but the sequel continues to escape my grasp. That's a shame. He's eyeing those books like a starving animal. Maybe I should just give them to him. Here you go. If you really want them, I'd be happy to give you my copies. Are you sure? Of course. I've already read them, and I'm not exactly chomping at the bit to read them again. Well, if you insist, I suppose it would be rude of me to refuse an offer from a student. Very well, I will take the extra literature off your hands. I think that's a probably heartfelt thank you in Heinrich speak. I shall give you something in return, though, shouldn't I? Very well. Cimmerian ore. Cimmerian ore. I can't believe it. If you don't mind me asking, how did you end up with this? It's an antique that has been passed down in my family for generations. It's hardly valuable enough for me to call an heirloom, and I've never thought of it as anything more than an odd stone. From what I hear, however, in the right hands it can be used to customize weapons. It's not doing any good in my possession, obviously, but it might do well in yours. Well, if you're sure. Thank you very much. We'll make sure to put it to proper use. Glad to hear it. As for these books, I suppose I'll read them after you succeed in your operation tomorrow. So make sure that you come back safely, and not for my reading pleasure alone. We will. Anyone upstairs? Nope. Alright, so we got a Cimmerian ore for our troubles with Gambler Jack 2. What happened? What happened to my mouth there for a second? It was like saying 2, just like my teeth had jingled. There's a vibration effect. I've got everything except for that. Yeah, I can talk to you. Nope. Shut up. No one else? Oh, the church. Right. Maybe I should actually go inside the building. What, is Elliot offering a prayer? Oh, they're playing. Here I am, back at doors and playing the violin. I didn't think it could happen. All we've been through, everything we've done, getting back here all makes it feel worth it. I know I'll be playing my part to make this night amazing. I've got high hopes. Hey, Reen, having fun? Sure am. What are you doing playing here, Elliot? Isn't there a mass or something starting soon? Believe it or not, Father Paulo gave the wind orchestra permission to play here today. Mint and Bridget should be here as soon as they've taken care of some other stuff. Sounds like fun. I'll have to stop by and listen if I get the chance. Please do. Alright, I think I've talked to everyone. However, first floor. Let's see. There we go. It feels as though everyone aboard the Courageous is a lot more positive these days, don't you think? It's as if we're all united in our efforts. And there's a sense of trust and warm regard around every corner. And I think I know who we have to thank for that, too. You. Me? You're always looking out for us, Reen. Learning more about us, listening to our worries, trying to help any way you can. Without you, I don't know if everyone would be as close to one another as they are right now. I'm happy you feel that way, but I think you're giving me too much credit, Your Highness. If anything, it's everyone here who's always looking out for me. Whatever I've done, they've done just as much for me, if not more. Oh, I don't doubt all they've done for you. Regardless, I still believe you deserve to have this. The Medal of Love. What's this? It's called the Medal of Love, and it's to be bestowed upon one who shows great compassion and consideration to others. I want you to accept it as proof of the strong bonds you've formed with the other members of the Academy. Proof of our bonds, huh? I like the sound of that. I'd be more than honored to accept it. I just wish we could form a deeper bond, too. Did you say something? Oh, no, nothing. Not at all. Oh, thinking about it, I've given you all 3 medals now, haven't I? strength, charity, love. I'm amazed you were able to earn them all in such a short time. My expectations were certainly high, but you've more than delivered. It's an honor to hear you say so. And I couldn't be the only one you've made an impression on. Your classmates and my brother surely think just as highly of you. I do hope you'll treasure those feelings as much as we've come to treasure you. Thank you, Your Highness. I'd like you to know that I'll always keep the virtues these medals signify in my mind, and I'll fight every day to return peace to Erebonia. I have a feeling you'll accomplish far more than those medals were ever intended to reward. And in addition to those, I'd also like you to give you this. Vermilion. Isn't this a master quartz? Indeed, a very powerful one called Vermilion, occasionally gifted to those deemed worthy by the imperial family. My brother left it in my care some time ago, but I think it would be better used in your hands. Think of it as me fighting alongside you and try to use it well, so that we can see Elise again if nothing else. Absolutely, Your Highness. Vermilion, huh? High HP increases physical damage increased up to 80%. Killing enemies recovers HP, 750 HP per enemy killed. Dadgum, this thing is good. But currently, we're focusing on others right now. We've got a lot to go. Like, some of these are still level 1. Megalith, not Tauros. Scepter. It's all because I'm trying to do them kind of like one at a time. Alright. Is Herschel? No. What? That's odd. Okay, I'm back. Alright, Valimar, let's go talk. Ooh, how far? Oh, I actually have to go onto the highway. West Trista Highway. I don't think we've been that far out on.
Hello, Green.
I came to see how you're holding up. Sure was a surprise when you offered, but thanks for volunteering to serve as a lookout.
Not a problem. Perhaps you and your friends have influenced me to some degree.
Him laughing is weird.
Every one of you have come a long way to take this place back. I simply wish for you to be able to dedicate this evening to celebrating that achievement.
Thanks. You know, looking back, I never figured the day would come when I'd be able to have a natural conversation with you like this. You've changed a lot in that regard. You've gone from sounding mechanical to dignified, I suppose.
I've been working to gradually recover my memories over time, and while still fragmented, I am now able to recollect specific memories from my past.
Ooh, really?
Really? Does that mean you remember some of what happened before you went to sleep in the old schoolhouse?
Correct. I went to sleep 250 years, 128 years ago.
250 years ago.
And my previous awakener was a man known as Drykel's Rysay Arner.
Oh, shit. We're piloting... What?
Wow. So it really was Drykel's, huh?
Wait, did you have a hunch, Reen?
I had my suspicions when I saw that memory in the last shrine, but I didn't want to assume.
I believe you resonated with the memories that reside within the proving grounds. Drykel's visited the spirit shrines as you did. In each one, he obtained the same ore with which to forge his weapon, advanced upon the same capital, and it was there, with many allies at his side, that he laid the war to rest in one final confrontation.
So we're pretty much walking down the same path as Drykel's the Lionheart.
It's kind of eerie how similar our paths are, but it makes me feel a little self-conscious too, in a way. I doubt we're doing all this half as well as he did. What kind of person was he, anyway?
He was an open-minded and driven man, full of bravery and daring, and in some ways, an enigma. Yet for those he met, he was ever kind and merciful. He had dignity in measure with his stature, and still at times, one could see in his eyes the glimmer of a child's.
He was really something, wasn't he?
For a second, I thought he was going to describe Green, and who knows, maybe he just did. I don't
Hearing
know.
you talk about him, I don't know if I could be anything like he was.
Remember, he was just a man when he did all this.
Maybe if I were, I'd be able to do more for everyone.
There is little need in striving to be something you are not.
Huh?
Since I awakened, I have watched over you. I have seen you grow as a person. Dracula's found success in playing to his strengths. You, though different, possess strengths no less great. Just as he attracted his own supporters, so too have you gained those who would choose to stand by your side and no other. Take pride in those who become your sword. For not even kings can bind a will to you.
Thanks, Valimar. You're right. I should focus on improving myself as I am, rather than try to become someone I'm not. Seeing as how I'm fighting for my future and to bring home my friend, it wouldn't make sense to be anyone else, really.
What's that glowing over there? Is that the capital?
Oh, yeah. It sounds like the Tachi will be done by morning, so if you're up for it, I think we should test it out tomorrow. I'll be counting on you, Valimar.
I shall do all within my power.
Alright. Well, that's that, so let's head out to the rooftop. Okay, now it loads faster. Hello.
Oh, you guys are all up here?
Figured you'd all be down there, celebrating and whatnot.
Hi, Ring.
Hey, nice night, isn't it?
It's a little on the chilly side, but it still feels pretty nice since there's no breeze out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just noticed. I'm guessing that's Trista? Yeah. Yeah, why are you not down there with them?
We're finally back here.
Yeah, gotta admit, seeing it again's making me feel all emotional.
No doubt. Especially since, unlike the rest of us, you guys were last here during the festival.
Is this the missing crow party?
You're probably feeling lonely with Crow missing. Toa, George, Angelica, I want to thank you.
Just throwing random things down in the wind there.
Before.
You guys have helped us out so much. There's no way we could have gone that far without you. If it were just us first years, I don't think things would have gone half as well. So, on behalf of everyone here, thank you for everything you've done.
Aw.
We should be the ones thanking you.
Yeah. Think about all the work Class 7 put into this and try saying that again.
Exactly. You guys even helped me deal with my old man. Where would I be without you?
This is just a joke, but in a dress?
I guess. But for the record, we've needed you just as much as you say you need us, you know. You shouldered the most responsibility on the Courageous. The ship that carried us and our dreams this far. And I'm gonna need you to keep watching our backs tomorrow. You think you can do that for us?
Like you even had to ask.
We'll be right there with you.
We would never abandon you after we've come this far together.
Thanks. I
Friends.
get this feeling like tomorrow's going to mark a turning point for us. Whether the Imperial Army's operation is a success or a failure, it feels like the time for me to fight Crow is almost here.
Yep, we gotta fight to bring him back.
That's true.
Yeah, he won't let a chance like this just waltz on by.
And this time, I'm not going to let him win. I'll beat him, drag him right back here, and force him to finally graduate with you.
Well, don't you gotta make sure he can actually graduate first?
Sure that's even possible, Reen?
That's not going to be...
I'm well aware that it won't be easy, but everyone, not just me, wants the four of you together again. Class 7 managed to reunite, right? Now it's your turn.
You're amazing, Reen. And if you say that's what you're gonna do, I've got no reason to doubt you. Good luck.
Tomorrow's operation is sounding crazier by the minute.
Seriously. I better hope I can finish polishing off that Tachi.
Yeah, be nice to go in with a really nice sword. The conversation finally finished. Toa went back to the student council room to dutifully go over the plans for tomorrow once again. After saying their goodbyes, George and Angelica departed for the engineering building to get the tools and equipment needed to manufacture Valmar's weapon. Alright, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So yeah, Toa also has a, the whatchamacallit, the event. Oh, can't even think about how many hours the four of us spent here together. Try to bring him back, okay, Reen? I will. Okay, so I can't do anything like that. Tomorrow's going to be a big day for all of us. I don't even know if I'll be able to sleep. I want the courageous to bring home hope back to the people of this land. But even more than that, I want us to get Crow back. That sounds good. Alright, nope, not the library. Let's just go say hi to her one more time. Yeah, so she also has the event able to be unlocked right now. We're going over tomorrow's operation again just to make sure everyone's on the same page. We've got to be sure everything's perfect. It feels like we're holding the Imperial Army's success or failure in our hands. It really does, but there's no way we're going to let them down. That's right, but it's going to take all of us in the Academy to pull it off. And now that you've promised to bring back Crow, I can't afford to give my part any less than my all. Same goes for me. It's going to be tough, but I know we can do this. Oh, Reen, there's something I wanted to ask you. Would you be willing to show me around your class's dormitory later tonight? Huh? What brought this on? Well, we are finally back in Trista, and I've always wanted to see what it was like inside, beyond where I leave requests, I mean. Can you blame me? You've lived there for so long, for a long time now, and tonight seems like the perfect time to see it. Well, if you agree, you'll most likely cancel things with Laura, so... Sorry, Toa. You know, it honestly hurts to say no to her. But in the event that I do want to experience that in any capacity, you know what? And let me just do this. Alright, and that is it. To the dorm. Well, I promised I'd meet Laura here. Should I head inside and wait already, though? I think I'm here kind of early. Returning to the dormitory and talking with your chosen character will cause the main story to advance. Let's do it. Class 7 dormitory. Oh man. I'm gonna get all emotional. Ah. Man, it's so good to be back here.
I didn't think you would already be here.
Hey, Laura. What, were you trying to surprise me?
Hey, Laura. Did you finish taking care of things then?
I believe so. It truly does feel strange to be back here, though. It's been a long road to return here, and yet, return we did. This building holds so many memories for us. I couldn't even begin to count.
It sure does. Well, while we're here, you want to walk around inside for a bit? I'm curious how things are upstairs, too.
Sure, I'd like that.
Who ransacked my room? So do you just have like 2 of those swords around? And the same... Does everyone just have 2 of their same weapons around? Or... do we just come in here, put it there, and be like, okay, everything's good as new? Oh yeah, this was where Crow would have been, I believe.
I don't know why, but there was a little part of me that expected to find Crow here waiting for us. I mean, not literally expect, but there was just a little voice in my head going, what if, while walking around.
I can hardly blame you. I felt the same. Instead, he's another obstacle we have to overcome. One of many.
Yeah. Still, we've been able to face every challenge that's come our way up till now. Why wouldn't our fight to bring Crow home be the same?
That's a good way to look at it. Nothing stands a chance at declaring victory over Class 7's combined might. Or our 2 swords. Speaking of, Reen.
Uh-oh.
I realize I've asked this once before, but do you like the path of the sword?
All the way back in Celtic.
Hearing that brings back memories. You really caught me off guard when you asked me that back in Celtic. Any reason it's on your mind again?
I was just curious.
Just to see where you stand now.
It feels as though after our impending battle, things will never be the same. And so before that happened, I wanted to hear your answer one more time. For all I know, that answer's changed.
Ah, right. Well, it hasn't. My answer's exactly the same now as it was then. Swordsmanship is like a part of me. It's always been there. And it always will be. It's not a case of liking it or not. It's just part of who I am. Both my swordsmanship and my sword are me in a way.
Reen is nothing without the
My
sword.
feelings on the subject haven't changed either. My stance and my resolve are the same as they ever
Oh my
were.
goodness, Bird, shut up. We're having a touching moment.
I stake my pride, my soul, my very being on my blade, and wield it to attain ever greater heights. That is what it means to me. Why I value it above all else. Or so I say. I'm conflicted, to tell you the truth.
Conflicted about the sword?
Conflicted? About what?
In both my time at the academy and during these past few weeks of fighting alongside one another, I seem to have found something else just as precious to me.
Oh my god.
Are you suggesting...
I've now discovered a new reason to fight. One that differs from the reason I've fought for all this time. And that reason gives me more courage and power than I've ever felt before. Never could I have imagined there would be anything that would mean as much to me as my path of the sword. At least, not until I met you.
Oh my god.
Laura?
Reen, I think I love you. At first, we were just friends, but now I see you as something far more. That's why I need to know. Do you feel the same way about me too?
You better say yes. I will shank you.
I wanted to be the one to say it first, but it looks like you beat me to it. I always figured that as a man, it'd end up being my job.
Sorry, that was presumptuous of me. I'm simply not used to these sort of things.
I mean, yes, that's normal.
No, don't worry. You've got nothing to apologize for. I've always admired you ever since our first day here. Your swordsmanship is so elegant, strong, and beautiful that I couldn't help but be captivated by it. And by you. You're as strong as you are reliable, but that feminine side you show from time to time is adorable too. I'm always happy to be part of our class, but having a place where the two of us can better ourselves makes me happiest of all.
Truly?
I love you too, Laura. Even after we graduate, I want to keep walking alongside you, following the path of the sword. And I hope that we one day reach those heights we're aiming for. But together. I'm glad I finally got the chance to say it.
Hug.
Laura?
I had no idea it would make me this happy to hear you say you love me. My face feels like it's on fire from blushing so much.
I feel the same way, you know. We've got no way of knowing what the future holds in store for us. But we can't let a war like this stand in our path.
It's only through times of turmoil that you find the loved ones you love.
Like you said, we have a lot of obstacles to overcome. And by overcoming ours, we'll prove we're capable of so much more.
Yeah, we will. May we both wear the way of the sword proudly, and together protect our friends and our future.
I have done it! Oh, is it snowing? $1,500. Inseparable. Link level 7. Reen and Laura reached Link level 7. Overdrive 2. What does it say? Arcade School of Courtsmanship. Achievement unlocked. I wanted to... Oh, it's snowy on the... in the area. Oh geez, is that the refined sword? This is amazing. You really were able to forge Valimar a new Tachi from Zemurian ore. Bah, of course I was. It's a massive weapon totaling over 7 arj in length. Its uncommon shape made refining and processing the ore exceedingly difficult, to say the least, but it was done. I doubt I would have been able to do it if not for the help of that stubborn old student of mine. You're the least qualified person on the entire continent to call anyone else stubborn. Yeah, I'm with you, instructor. I'm sure it was a shock to learn that you were also a former student of the professor's Instructor Makarov. I'd heard you were once a student at the Aurora Institute of Technology, but I never connected the dots. And that's how I preferred it, too. All that was a long, long time ago. I'll never be able to fathom why the two of you chose not to stay and study more under me. The offer still stands, however. No talent when I see it. Oh, I couldn't possibly. I doubt I have half the talent to keep up with you. Give it to him straight, George, or it won't get through that damn near impenetrable skull of his. Tell me you'd go insane if you had to spend years working with an arrogant, self-centered prick like him. Yikes.
Still, what a beautiful blade it is. The radiance of it is simply dazzling.
Ain't nothing out there like Zemurian ore. It's probably not as sharp as something a real smart swordsmith would make, though. None of us are smiths by profession. But Valimar should find it easier to use than any weapon he could have taken from a soldat, and that's what counts. Alright then, let's give it a try. Oh, what's going on? Wow.
They're resonating with one another. They sure are.
Careful. We're in the area. How beautiful.
It truly is astounding. You look so cool, Valimar.
I'm not sure what's happening, but it's amazing, all right. I think we finally have a chance. Feedback process with a new armament complete. I do feel this is easier to wield than previous armaments. Good. I'm glad to hear it.
You think this'll do the trick?
Yep. I had high expectations, but this shattered them. I think I finally stand a chance against him now. Professor Schmidt, Instructor Makarov, George, thank you all so much for what you've done. Save your thanks. I only did what I did to satisfy my curiosity. Whatever you do now that I'm done is of no concern to me. He's not being modest either, Reen. He totally means that. This is how he is. Same deal with the railway guns, the soldats, and the orbital jamming device. As soon as his work is done, he loses interest completely and is off to find something else to do. Huh. Something wrong with that? All that said, I think the preparations are now finally complete.
Yes, sir. I think it's about time I go and get everyone.
The fated moment has finally arrived.
The current time is 630 hours. Everyone should gather here again at 730 hours. Make sure you're all wearing what I gave you earlier, too.
Oh, what did you give us?
Can I keep my outfit on?
I'm sure it's Class 7 outfits. But I like our new ensemble. Makes us more unique, you know? Oh, nope. Rena's still dressed the same. So is Gaius, Milliam, everyone. Oh. Is it the armbands?
All of the students have gathered.
Good. Instructor Sarah, Instructor Thomas, Instructor Makarov. We leave them in your capable hands.
Understood.
Don't you worry. We'll take good care of them.
Just leave them to us.
Come on. Students of Thor's Military Academy, I'm sure most of you remember what was once imparted to you during your respective welcoming ceremonies. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. These are the words of Emperor Drykles, the man who ended the War of the Lions and founded this very academy. I ask that you to consider what the world he refers to is, and what qualities one must possess to be its foundation. I imagine that you each had your own thoughts in response. However, I ask that you not make the mistake of assuming that foundation is synonymous with sacrifice. I believe that it is by walking side by side with others, opening a path and treading down it, that one does this. As such, I have but one very simple message for each and every one of you to remember. Return alive, welcome spring's arrival with one another, and then when the time comes, fly the nest with one another. And to that end, I wish you victory.
May Adios and Drykel's the Lionheart be with you all. And please, come back here safe and unharmed.
Hell yeah.
Our objective is to rescue His Majesty the Emperor, as well as those who were captured with him. Everyone, move out!
Right.
Understood.
I heard Maki says right and Elliot's understood. Reen can now use the S-Craft Termination Slash Dawn. Ooh, new S-Craft. I want to see it. Flying in style. Surface air temperature is 5 degrees. Humidity 13%. There's a north-northwesterly westerly wind blowing at 11 arch per hour. Incoming message from both the 3rd and 4th Armored Divisions. They are past the Schwarzdrake barrier in Trista, moving into formation about 100 cells from Heimdallr. Main cannons and second armaments are good to go. We're ready for battle at any time. All orbital engines are operating normally. All crew members present and accounted for. We're ready to begin the operation on your command. Understood. Sounds like we're all ready to go. Still, it doesn't look like we're going to be hearing from anything from Prince Oliver. Indeed, there's been no word from him, from Father either. They've probably got their hands full in the West. It's starting to get really hectic from what I've heard. I've asked Mick to try and get in contact with Toval, but I'm not banking on him succeeding. That's too bad. It would have been great to have them here too. There's no point in lamenting what we don't have. Right, all we can do is make the best out of our current situation. Yep, I'm with them. Still, the battle doesn't begin until midday. We've still got time. If there's anything you want to take care of, now's your chance. Anything spring to mind? Now that you mention it. Toa, are there any new requests for us to take care of? There are, in fact. Hold on a minute while I get them up. Let's see. My Jormungand don't want none. When we speak of serpents, what should spring to mind but the fell Jormungand? But in truth, I have my own glorious serpent I bring out at parties and on special occasions, in fact. Prince Olivert. Reen, this is Major Vander. Pay no attention to the president. Just kill the monster. Jormungand, East Celtic Highway, near a cliff in the far north. Okay. Also from Prince Olivert. There once was a woman from Roar. When I saw her, I wanted to woo her. She gave me a slap when I sat in her lap. Now I have one lover fewer. Ah, how I love composing a clever verse. Prince Oliver, seriously, I'd like some actual intel. The hills are alive, dear Reen, with the sound of monsters, the highlands to be more precise, and I'd like you to look into it personally. I hope your skills haven't plateaued yet, because you'll have to fly like, dare I say it, the wind to deal with this threat. Mueller, smack him one for me. Ymir, far wherever you are. Danger strikes close to home for young Reen. with a strange beast stirring up strife on the path to Ymir. Will he answer the call? Will his sister be impressed with his manly feats of strength? Will anyone actually read this? All from Prince Oliver. Huh, think we can handle these? Right, none of them seem like they would take too long. Whether you do them or not is totally up to you, but getting ready for battle should be the top priority. I know you've gotten the hang of reporting to Prince Oliver, but seeing as we can't contact him, you can just report to me. This might well be the last chance you have to get maintenance done on your orbits, too. So if you need anything, let me know. We will, thank you. There's no such thing as being too prepared for this. I mean, there is, but... We are in the finale! Forward! Relentlessly! To advance the main story, speak to Toa in the captain's chair and select Commence Operation. This is the last time during the story that you will be on board the Courageous. After beginning the operation, it will no longer be possible to take advantage of its facilities or visit other towns. All quests and sub-events will also disappear, and trial chests will become permanently unavailable. While you will have another chance to buy items, quartz, and the like, this will not be for some time. Okay, I get no one in particular, but I'm bringing Laura because I want to see that new Overdrive 2 for them. I'll bring anyone else that's slightly underleveled. So anyone under the 110 club. So just kind of expect Laura to remain in the party unless otherwise required. Linda and I promised each other that we'd come back from this safely. That's one promise I intend to keep, especially since everyone at the Academy's lives would be so boring without me. So let's get out there and show those jerks what twins can do. The quickest route to Carol Imperial Villa is a straight shot through Heimdallr. Once we get there, you guys need to hurry and find His Majesty. We'll distract the enemy outside the villa for you. I just wish your part wasn't the most dangerous one. There's no need to worry about us. After all we've been through, this is just another drop in the bucket. Yeah, that sounds like the Reen's shores or I know. Well, we'll have your back, so give this all you've got. I have to admit, I am jealous of all of you. Crow and I used to clash all the time at the beginning of our first year, rather violently at that. I think it's because I could see through that goofy facade of his. But here we are now, and I don't even get to beat him down and bring him back. We'd like you to be there with us, but well, just leave him to us. We'll bring him back to you with his tail between his legs. That's what I like to hear. Just make sure you give him a good smack before you do. One big one for all three of us. He's gonna be hurting. Friends and family. Man, it is so weird having a ship full of students. The fighting in Western Arabonia is really starting to heat up now. I'm sure Toval, Viscount Arcade, and Prince Oliver can handle themselves just fine, but I doubt they'll be able to help us here. The only thing we can count on is our strength and experience. That's fine, because that's all we'll need. With all Thor students in one place, I know we can pull this off. That's what I like to hear. I'm gonna be fighting together with you guys as part of Class 7 this time. I'll be sure to get in a few hits for everyone who couldn't make it too. Looking forward to it. Oh, hey. Little rendezvous here. Oh, so we've just kind of brought in everyone, haven't we? Please tell me there's like a character like kind of like messing with someone that you romanced. Zeno and Leo always taught me that your loyalties are always shifting on the battlefield. Today's foe is tomorrow's friend. Today's family is tomorrow's target. And they were right. Never thought I'd have to fight them, but here we are. And you're sure you're set on doing this? Yep, that's how Jaegers have to be. This battle is no different than any of the others we fought, so let's go. Well, at least for today. You've got me by your side. Let's do this. I imagine the Alliance will deploy their most capable warriors in divisions near Heimdallr. Meaning Brigadier General Bardius and General Aurelia will likely be right on the front lines. Though that's not really my concern. We'll just have to leave them to the armored divisions, I suppose. Why do you sound so wistful? Don't tell me you actually want to fight them. Just a little bit. Maybe it's the Arcade in me. I swear, the rational part of me does understand that I wouldn't stand a chance against them as I am. But why feel ashamed of that? The only way I'll one day reach their level is by focusing on the task before me. Yeah, I suppose you're right. We'll get there, one step at a time. Alright, who's up here? So this is where Princess Alphen spends her time. I wonder if I could just have a little peek inside before the operation begins. Well, there you go. There's your peek. I mean, I assume you could walk in there, just don't touch anything. Let's see, there's that. Oh, look at how many people are in here. Right, gonna have to make sure my blade's in perfect condition while I can. It's been a long time coming, but these nobles are gonna get what they deserve. They won't even see it coming. It's time to make them pay for all the shit they've pulled. Careful now, Loggins. That scary expression you used to wear all the time as a first year has come back. We second years need to conduct ourselves calmly and gracefully, even while slaying our foes. You both seem pretty damn scary to me. Honestly, I'll be lending Loggins a hand in here from now on. You don't have much time until the operation starts, but I think you'll find the training to be more than worth your time. If you have any doubt in your skills, by all means, give it a try. I've gone and made the combat shells especially ruthless just for you. That's not the sort of thing you should say with a smile on your face. Alright, so this is going to be our upgraded combat training. Let's give it a shot. Well, this will be a perfect chance to test that out. And B. I want someone who can dodge.
Hostile spotted. Beginning combat.
Win without using arts, win without using items.
My turn.
Gotcha. Alright, first, Spirit Unification. Next, Overdrive.
Here goes. Overdrive.
So what does Overdrive 2 do for us? Fatal Arc Slash.
Now's our chance.
Burst.
Let's go, everyone. Understood.
Onward!
Alright, Laura. You're going to use a Radiant Blade.
Come! They're off guard!
Got you. My
And
turn.
Reen, you'll finish it with another arc Slash. Try and delay them.
Now's our chance.
An opening!
I think I delayed both of them.
My turn.
That was good for now.
Here
Here's a
I go.
Scud Wing. Another AT delay. Good.
Leave it to me.
We're going to try and delay them as much as we can.
Didn't see that coming. No! You're done.
Here I go.
Oh, they're too far away now. Shoot.
Arcade Gale!
Okay, I got another one.
Okay.
Here we go. Bullet Cyclone.
2. Huh? And done.
Let's move.
Alright, so no arts, huh? This is the only thing big enough. Flame Dragon.
Fall! Now!
An opening!
My turn.
Alright, so now I'm going to have to focus on them one at a time. So I'm going to focus on this one to try and delay him. And I got it.
Now.
You're mine! My turn.
Can I do a Radiant Spin, bring them together?
No escape!
Yes.
Saya!
Well, it doesn't matter, because that one's dead.
Leave it to me.
No! Well, good to know how much damage they can do.
Here I
Let's
go.
try one.
Now.
Rush.
Hey, Sarah. Right.
My turn.
Okay. Got it.
Finish it.
You're mine. Okay.
Not enough. There we go. B, you could have finished that.